Welcome to our daily Forex market analysis, and this is for trading on October the 23rd. I'm trying to go backwards in time here. October 23rd, 2020. Just a quick disclaimer here before we get started. This is for educational purposes only. Trading is a risky business, so please be careful with your money. All right, as usual, we'll start off by taking a look at our calendar here. So in terms of and while this opens up, just a quick overall, Brexit still continues to be something that is causing volatility in the market. We saw pound go back and forth today. And again, also getting close to the elections here, um, or elections in the US, which also has the market kind of on edge. They were supposed to on Tuesday, they said they wanted to release the stimulus or get to an agreement. Doesn't look like they're close to an agreement on the stimulus package yet. So it doesn't look like it's going to come out anytime soon, at least not prior to the election. So that's something also something that's causing volatility in the market. And looks like my internet will not cooperate today, or at least the web won't. So let's go on to the charts right away. Okay, we'll start off with euro dollar. So my apologies, for some reason, I seem to be having internet issues here. My browser is not opening, so we'll just do the technical here. Euro dollar here. Euro, we talked about this yesterday. Price was into some strong support resistance level. And as we can see here, today we have a bearish engulfing candle close. So bearish bias here. Again, keep an eye on the stock market as well. If the stock market starts to go up, things can turn around with the US dollar. Stock market has been choppy. It's just been back and forth. It hasn't really made much of a movement. And there is that waiting. Everybody's waiting to see what happens with the stimulus package. So market's not actually dropping, which is what we generally expect prior to an election. So the reason we want to keep an eye on the stock market is because it will have a direct impact on the US dollar. So just be aware of that. Any changes if the stimulus package gets passed, then stock market will go up and then US dollar will drop. So just bear that in mind. Okay, from technical perspective here, this is looking bearish, but the volume here is not bearish yet. So it's neutral, which means it can go back up. So watch out. But it's bearish here. And in terms of our target, first target is 1.1750. If it continues, we're looking at 1.1700. So bearish bias here for euro dollar, just with caution. Pound dollar here, we had talked about how these inefficient moves can get filled. So here we are. This one has come back here. So we'll see if this one gets filled, just like this move here got filled here. So we'll see if it will continue lower. So right now, bearish bias, but it's right into this support here. This strong support resistance level, it did struggle on the way up here before it finally broke through. So it could struggle on the way down. But right now, bias is bearish. So once we see a drop here, then I'm looking for this move. But with Brexit, but with pound, keep in mind the Brexit negotiations, any sort of positive commentary will push the British pound higher. So bearish bias target is 1.2930. Aussie dollar here, Aussie is neutral. And as we can see here, price is still kind of stuck in this range here for last several days. It's just been going back and forth. So we did have this bullish candle close, but today there has been no follow through. We saw that price wasn't able to break through the resistance. And right now it's struggling with this. So if it holds below this 0.7150 level, then we're looking for price to drop back into the support level at 0.7020. So neutral bias here. And this is where we'll have to keep an eye on this 0.7140 level. But if it does go through, then we're looking for this next move all the way into 0.7240. So right now, bias is neutral for Aussie dollar, and we'll have to keep an eye on that level. New Zealand dollar here, this one has also been trading in a range, and as we can see, prices into the top of the range, and here's our bottom of the range. Last time price was here, it did not have follow through. It wasn't able to go through. So today we did have a bullish candle close, but it has failed to go through this level. It hasn't closed on the other side. So still holding below. So if it continues to hold below, I'm looking for a move back into the middle and then the bottom of the range here. So right now this is range bound, and because of that, neutral bias, neutral to slightly bullish. If it does close, let's say on 1 hour chart or 4 hour chart, sorry, if it closes on the other side here, then we're looking for a move all the way into the top here, 67.20 and then 68.00. But for now, this is neutral. Dollar CAD here, this one went up, and then we see price has failed to continue. It did drop from there. And today we have a doji, which shows rejection here of this higher price point. So price could drop. This is again neutral at this point. It is not looking super bearish right now. It's just sideways at the moment. Things have just been choppy back and forth. So neutral bias for this one here, and we may get a retest of this 1.3175 level, and if it holds, we're likely to see another drop. And in this case, I would be looking for move back towards the support level 1.3100, and only if it breaks the support level, then we are looking for a further move. But last time it tried, it didn't succeed. So right now, this is also neutral for dollar CAD. Target is 1.3100. All right, let's take a look at our commodities, starting off with silver here. Silver couldn't make it through the resistance level here. This is the range it has been trading in over the last little while here, couple of weeks at least. So this is looking bearish. It's holding below, and I would look for a move towards 23.50, which is the support here for the range. So bearish bias for silver. Gold as well, same thing. It's been range bound here like many other things. So this is bearish, this is range bound, and today's candle close is bearish. So looking for a further drop here towards 1873. So bearish bias for gold as well. Oil still stuck in this range, couldn't go through the support level. So now it's bouncing back up. And as such, I'm just looking for a range bound move between 41.70 and then 39.40. So neutral bias for oil here. Copper couldn't make it through the resistance level, and we have a drop. So looking for a move lower here. Now, watch out for the support level here because it could turn around. But once it goes through, next target here is 3.08 and then 3.05. So bias here is bearish for copper. Bitcoin here, Bitcoin went up. Now, one of the things going on with Bitcoin is also PayPal is stepping into the business of cryptocurrencies, and that is a positive news. So we heard Russia was looking at digital currency, as well as PayPal getting into this business, and that gave those type of news are always good for crypto, and we have seen the Bitcoin go up. Now it is into resistance. If we zoom out here, we can see this is where the resistance is coming from, and this is some strong resistance here. So we may see a bounce off of this. So right now, neutral bias, and we could see a drop. So watch out. So a lot of times there's a knee-jerk reaction, and then people sell into it. So watch out for that. So that's why this is bias is neutral. we are likely to see a drop towards 12,600. But if it continues, then I would look for a move into 12,300 here. So neutral bias here for Bitcoin. All right, looking at the stock market here, stock market hasn't really done much. It is trading back and forth at the moment. And it's been range bound a bit over the last several days here. Now, today's candle close is bullish, but looking at the 1 hour, as we can see, it's very choppy. So a lot of choppiness here. But the candle close is bullish, which means it can go higher. So 34.75 is the first target. And then we are looking at 35.20. So neutral to bullish here. This doesn't look very bullish here. It's more neutral sideways still, but we could see a bit of a move higher. So neutral to bullish bias for S&P 500. Nasdaq here, this one has been stuck sideways for last several days here. Today's candle close is neutral. Yesterday was neutral. So still a neutral bias here. And I will look for a move towards 11,800. If it holds, we are looking for the next leg higher. So this is neutral. Market is just in a wait and see mode. Dow Jones here, this same thing, it tried to go through and bounced off. It's still trading within this range. So for now, neutral to slightly bullish. I will look for a potential move towards 28,570 and then potentially into 28,850. So bullish bias for Dow Jones. DAX here, this one dropped yesterday. We were looking for a drop, came right into the support. And as we can see, a bounce back from the support. So this is looking bullish. Next target is 12,685. And if it continues higher, 12,820. So bullish bias for DAX. FTSE here, FTSE also dropped into our target and now, and then it pulled back from that. So this is looking bullish as well. Sorry, 5840 is the target. And only if it continues higher, 5920. So bullish bias here for FTSE. And we have Nikkei here. Nikkei still stuck sideways here. And as we can see, hasn't really been doing much. It's just stuck choppy over the last couple of weeks here. And today we do have a bullish pin bar, but it's still sideways. So we could see a move towards the high here at 23,740, but basically I'm just looking for a sideways move for the time being. So either it going into the high or dropping and then doing one of these, but basically looking for a sideways move here. And now once we see a drop through the support or we see it go through the resistance, then there will be direction. But for now, this is neutral. So neutral bias here, and the range I'm looking at here is 23,740 and then 23,365. So neutral bias here for Nikkei. And that's it for today. I will see you later. Bye for now.